Okay, go ahead and start recording. So super excited. It is April 1st. No, we're not going to be fooling anybody today. I am super, super grateful for you guys to come on. We're going to go over a little bit about what is happening in April, and I'm going to have Christy take over on that portion and kind of talk about April, all the incentives we have, and everything going on. So, Christy, take it away. Thank you, my friend.
There we go. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I was trying to hit the button on my picture and then it just like blew my picture up and asked me to edit everything. And I was like, nope, nope, not what I wanted to do. Okay. So I'm really excited about April. I almost feel like the things that we have for April are things that people like want even more in terms of what we have incentive wise. But first off, for our customers and new people signing up, there's $1 membership for the whole month. The whole month. I know last month they did like the dollar shipping for the first 14 days and did the whole, I think it was like oh my goodness, I can't remember what it was for. But anyways, they did that for the first 14 days. But this is the whole month that we can do a dollar membership. And I love that it's different. It's not shipping again. It's not like we told all these people, hey, this is the last of the shipping and then give it again. It's something different. It's a dollar membership. There's no code needed for that. And it's for a 100 PV order, though, the 100 PV. So if they order less than that, they won't get that dollar shipping or the dollar membership. If they're over 100 PV, they'll get the dollar membership. And then for our incentives this month, it's similar to last month in terms of you enroll six or enroll three and develop one level one silver, not level two or three, but level one silver. And then you can earn a Plexus branded Levi jacket. And now here's the cool thing with this Levi jacket. It is not like it just says Plexus all over it and all the stuff. They have patches and you get to customize all your patches. So you get to choose where you want them to go. They ship you the jacket with the patches separately. And so you can do patches wherever you want to do it. And sorry, I got kids, guys, Adam, stop, please. At convention, what they said on the call today at convention, they're going to have things set up where if you bring your jacket, you can customize it even more at convention. That is what I'm really excited about. And then on top of that, it's not, last month it was you could get this or this or this. And then if you do it again, you get to get a second one. This month, you do it once and you get both the Plexus branded Levi jacket and a Calpac suitcase. And we looked those up last night. They're really cool. Really, really cool. The next thing is our featured perk product. If you don't know anything about perks, your perk points and stuff, get with us because that is definitely something you want to know about. I just looked at mine and I have 300 sitting there that I've been slowly growing. And so I'm excited to see what I can get with mine. But sleep is the US product, which means when you use your perk points, it's less perk points for that product. Okay. And then this is the final month for convention contest, the final month. So if you're I'm shooting for that first thing because that's where I'm at. Shooting for the 2000 point one, which I think is like a VIP experience, is what, if I remember correctly. I just remember I'm shooting for it because I want to say I got it. I don't even know what all's in it. I just want it. And then this is also Fast Start Refresh continues this month as well. And so if you've already gotten your Fast Start Refresh Silver, you can continue that with Fast Start Refresh for Senior Silver and Gold and beyond, with all the new people that we are adding in. So I think that's everything for April. One more.
Yep. So on Fridays,
Oh, yes, that wasn't in there. Flash sales on Friday. So if you were with us in November for the customer appreciation, you remember the Flash Sale Fridays? They're doing that this month because this is Plexus's 17th birthday, which is amazing. I remember when we went to convention in Florida, it was the 10-year convention, and that was so cool. But to say it's 17th, it's just thinking awesome. So our company's been around for 17 years. They talked about that on the call today. That means you're a legacy company. That means that you've got something to stand behind and you've got something to build on because your company's going nowhere.
right. And a lot of companies, if they don't make it past their 5 years, they're less likely to continue. And so the beauty that we can say we've done that not once, not twice, but like multiple times now is phenomenal. And we are still, in my book, like I said at the beginning, number one. I was I was getting my daughter's nails done the other day for her homeschool prom thing. And you guys, I was sitting there and three commercials came on about the gut microbiome. And I thought, we've been screaming it 9 years now, and now everybody's talking about it. And so we have to be just as loud as the commercials because Now that people are understanding it, we need to make sure that we're start educating and getting the information out that we have been doing it for 17 years and we know what we're talking about. We specialize in it and it's phenomenal. So again, great things this month. I cannot wait to hear in the chat or even whatever what you're working towards this month because the luggage and the denim jacket are phenomenal. And I really like, again, the flash stuff that's happening Fridays. Again, I don't know. We do not know until the morning of what they're flashing. And so, and it's not like, oh, we know that it's going to be, X Factor. I have no idea. And so we're all going to find out at that Friday. So a great thing to do is kind of start letting your customers or your friends or your family know, like, hey, that's coming this Friday, something new is coming. Do you want me to be in the know? Do you want to be in the know of what's coming? But again, when you're having conversations with people, making sure that remind them why you're reaching out to them about this stuff and loving them where they're at. Okay. Christy said, my girl that signed up last minute last night counted for today, 1 of 6. Yay, girl, way to go. Just make sure that we don't sound like the infomercial. Yes, do not sound like the commercials I listen to. That's what makes us so different. But again, April, great things happening. Really, really excited about it, but I have a lot more to cover, and this is why we're on this team call, and I'm super proud of you. So hopefully you took a few moments to reflect about your March, what went well, what just a reflection, because again, I know for me, I tend to not go, okay, what went well, what could I tweak, what could I get better at, things of that nature. And I know that I sat down a little bit today and did that and got really great ideas. When you guys sit in quiet, I highly recommend sit in quiet sometimes because that's when I feel like the Lord is going to speak to you and he's going to really prompt you on a lot of different areas and a lot of different things that you can grow in or gives you fresh ideas that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Now let's do that. So I'm going to talk about some things with our elite coaching is done, but we're starting a whole new one next week. But what's really exciting about this, so this is going to be looking completely different. I've been going with ideas. I've been telling Hannah and Julia today my ideas, and I'm really pumped about this because it's only going to be for this month. So hear me out on this. A long time ago, have you ever done an idea that you were like, wow, that was so good? And then you're like, we need to go back to that. None of you have done this other than probably Hannah, maybe Shara, maybe Christy back in the day. I did this a long time ago, and I'm really pumped to bring it back and have it a little bit different. So who loves bingo sheets? I love bingo sheets. I absolutely love them. They're so much fun to do, especially to like dab them and do old school or whatever. But yeah, there's Christy. Okay. The cool part about this is depending on how many we have, we need teams. So we're going to set up teams. So like, Aaron had the funniest name I felt like on our last elite. It was like the pink poos or I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, see, even it thinks it's hilarious. There you go, Aaron. I just got, that's so funny. But either way, what we're going to do is we're going to create teams depending on how many teams we have. And what's great is I'm going to create a bingo sheet this week. And on this bingo sheet, it's going to be like, do an online event or do an in-person event or have a customer post. Like I'm going to make ideas for this bingo. The cool part about it is like, let's say all of you guys are on one team and April's like, oh my gosh, I got a customer to post. Okay, then you guys get that one knocked out. And then Aaron's like, I got an event. You knock that one out. As a team, you're going to be finishing that bingo. The cool part about it is my idea is you can clean up the bingo and start again. What you're going to be doing though is a loving competition. Who likes a competition? I know I do. I'm so sorry. I love you guys, but I like competition too. It's always fun when you're just, working towards, great goals and a little competition is fun. You want to beat the pink poo people and beat somebody else, the other team. Like it's just fun, right? Fun competition. And so what you're going to be doing is in the bingo, you're going to be going against another team and you're going to get points for every bingo you get done. And so let's say you black out, you're going to get max amount of points. You go all over again. So you're going to have all month long, starting next week, all month long to start the process. And so this week, we're going to be seeing who wants to do it with us, who wants to go in on it. I'm working on prizes. So if you have ideas that you're like, oh my gosh, I would do anything for this, we're going to have big grand prize at the end. And I would love to hear what you would like you would not buy for yourself, but you've been eyeing and wanting. I want some ideas that I can use some of my Bloomingdale money or anything of that nature for, because Pooh Princesses or whoever else is going to earn these prizes at the end for the most, the team with the most points. So elite coaching, let me tell you what it's about. It is, again, it's elite leaders that want to really push the needle, really work towards higher things in your business. You're maybe shooting for bigger goals, and we're going to have weekly accountability calls. And in those calls, you're going to get training. But then in the last 30 minutes, an hour call. So the first 30 minutes is going to be training. The second 30 minutes is going to be open invitation of a conversation of like, okay, hey, April, we're open for you. What do you need right now? If April needs something or if Aaron needs something, we'll do one or two people at the end. And so we're going to have training and whatever. So that's it. So weekly, and then we're gonna have bingo sheets this month only. So usually with Elite, I do 3-month sessions or 3-month containers or whatever you want to talk about, however you want to call it. But this month, I just wanted to focus just this month and see how it goes just for April. Then on the other side, we're looking at a daily mode of operation or a winning day sheet that your team would be doing. Because I don't know about you guys, but the first time we did Elite, when we actually had a little bit more accountability with that, I know even for me, not to say you have to post it or do whatever. I haven't figured that portion out. But when I knew I had to turn it into somebody, I was actually doing a lot more of the work than what I was saying I was doing. And I don't know about you guys, but that extra accountability really meant a lot, even for me as your leader. I was even turning them in to show you that I was doing them as well. And so we're going to work on figuring out what sheet that would work and look like. And so that will be a portion of the Elite. So cannot wait to see who would love to join and who would love to do a little bit of competition, because that's what Elite is going to look like this month. And then if it goes well, we're going to do it for May. And the cool part in May is I have a bigger prize or a big prize in May that I've already thought about. And so May is going to look a little bit different than this month. But anyway, okay. So with April or with March, I want to shout out all of you guys. You guys truly worked. I don't care what your back office said. I don't care what team members left or came or went or whatever, or if you were one person away from a goal or whatever that looks like. I want you to truly celebrate that you still showed up, because I feel like sometimes we never celebrate the fact that we still showed up. And if you were like, well, I didn't show up like I wanted to, okay, that's the reflection part. Okay, how can we change that? What would you have done differently to maybe have shown up differently? Don't beat yourself up so much that you don't actually reflect on the winnings you actually had. Whether you're in good conversation, you had great communication, you connected with people that you forgot about or whatever, those are wins. Celebrate those wins. Celebrate posting. Maybe you've never posted or you're getting better at posting. Maybe you're learning stuff from Lori, but or whatever that looks like. Celebrate those things. And I really want you to focus on that because that is where the wins are. And how you continue to make this a legacy business that you are doing, not a one-time business, a monthly business, or things like that. You're here because you want to have something that's going to last a lifetime for your family, not a short-term gain. Okay. So the things that I want to celebrate, I posted a lot of our leaders, but I wanted to celebrate all of you first because I want you to really reflect on that. You all showed up and I'm super proud of you. But I'm going to celebrate a few of you guys. And I know some of you guys are not on here, but I'm recording. So Amy Wagner, which is underneath Aaron, and I got to run into her a few times, and it is so fun that she lives right in the area. And I'm like, oh, it's just awesome. She added 2 new VIPs, you guys, and she went silver. That is, oh my gosh, see, look at that. It's already doing balloons. Way to go, April. Super proud of you. And hitting silver. And I know Kaya as well. Kaya had 5 people and went silver as well. So we had 2 brand new people that went silver on our team last month. That is an incredible accomplishment. And then share, okay, I guess it's the peace sign. So every time I'm going to do peace, I'm going to show balloons, okay? Aaron, does yours do it? Try to do a peace sign. Is it just one piece? Oh, oh, man. We'll figure it out. It's okay. It's okay. Shara added 3 new VIPs and she grew her team by 51 points, you guys. That is huge. So way to go, Shara. I'm super, super proud of you. She has come back strong and she added those 3 people. Oh, look, she got balloons. Those are different balloons. Those are fun. I'm getting squirrely. Okay. She came back after the leaders retreat and like crushed it. Sometimes when you go to something and you get a refreshing, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm showing up differently. I'm a whole new person now. That is what happened with her, and I could see it, and I'm super proud of her. Um, Question, would my VIP who wants to be an ambassador? Yes, any single person can join Elite. Any person at all, especially if they want the business and they want to go and run and do this. What a fun way to start this business in a fun little competition and learning and growing together. I love it. Yes. Erin added 2 new VIPs and grew a new brand ambassador, and then helped Amy go silver, grew her leadership, and grew 50 points. So way to go, Erin. Super proud of you. Hannah as well added 3. Oh, that's okay. Wait. I think there's a reaction thing on Zoom, and it does that. So Hannah actually grew 96 points and is leading by example, added her 3 as well, and I'm super proud of her. Julia added 4, grew her team by 14 points, and came in strong even though she was super sick all month. And same with Hannah. Hannah had a lot of going on at the end of the month as well, and so they still showed up, and that's a beautiful part. Carrie, Miss Carrie on here, she even is still showing up with her dad and everything that's going on right now. And she added 2 new VIPs and she grew her team by 10 points. So I'm super proud of you too, Carrie. And then Stephanie Mendoza, which is underneath Darcy, also grew. She grew one new person and grew a brand new ambassador. She is getting strong started. I'll keep going here in a moment too, but I want to stop. There was statistics that I don't know if you guys saw, and I know they said it on the call. When you're getting your new people on the calls on Monday and Thursdays, they are more likely to start sharing and doing other things right off the bat. So make sure that you're getting your customers on these calls because they're powerful, not even only for potentials, but your customers. I don't care if they've been on the products for a year, get your customers on these calls because it is a beautiful thing for them to just ignite and learn more and learn from experienced people in the field right now, especially corporate. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Then we have Veronica, which I don't think she's on either. She grew, she had a 1 new VIP too, and I believe it was late last night. And she grew by 6 points, and she also hosted an event. A lot of Christy's team are hosting events in person, and they are crushing that. So super proud of them. Sarah Berry, which is underneath Erin too, grew by 2 new VIPs and 12 points. So I love seeing her grow and seeing her share her story and stuff. Brian also added, we have a guy ambassador. He's still sharing, he's still going strong. He has an incredible testimony with Crohn's and IBS and all of that. So go love on him. He is posting vulnerably, and it is really cool to see. Now, Shelby, got to shout her out. That girl grew last minute too. She did not, yes, you did. Your person did not order. You grew by 5 points. I got it on here. She's like shaking.
She did not order. She says she went to go put in her credit card information and her phone died.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, then you got your one today.
Mom signed one up.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even do a thumbs up. Well, either way, I've got your mom, but we got you that one. That one is claiming. I'm claiming it. It's claimed. No shaking your head. She's getting there. She put in her credit card and it's going to go. Either way, you showed up and you had somebody even late last minute ready to order. And so I'm super proud. Then Christy, same. She had a 1 new VIP, even though she was flying all over the world and doing all kinds of stuff, still helping her team. Miss Rachel on here grew 2 new VIPs, coming in hot after leaders retreat, knowing that the Lord has given her this for a purpose and a reason, and I'm super proud of her. Darcy maintaining gold, which I'm super excited for. And then we have a few more. So if you did not see, there are a ton of wins. So do not discredit wins that we had incredibly for March on our Powered by Faith team page. So I would love to hear, oh, here comes Shara too. I would love to hear really quickly. So usually the first part is we're talking about all the incentives, and then I wanted to shout out team members right now, just because you guys did incredible, and a lot of you just kept showing up, and that's the beautiful part. You're getting leadership, you're gaining, and you're working towards big things. But and hopefully you did some reflection. I know a lot of you shook your head and said yes. And the next part that I want you to do is now reflect on what you're wanting for this month. What does that look like? So if you have pen and paper, write it down. And then the other thing that I'm really going to encourage you to do is, I'm going to wait until after you get done. But Hannah, we talked about Elite, and I talked about the bingo and everything because Hannah, Julia, and I were talking a lot about it during Marco Polo back and forth today. And I'm super pumped about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of good fun competition. So I'm going to work on the bingo sheet, hopefully a little bit tonight and get it out tomorrow-ish. And then we're going to start forming teams this week that anybody would like to join, but I need to know who would love to join it. So then we can figure out how many teams we're going to have. So make sure to start telling people about it if you don't see them on the call. But right now, write down on a piece of paper what you are working towards for April. And really write it down detailed, not like I'm going for the jean jacket and the luggage. Okay, awesome. What does that look like? Like, what does it look like? What are you going to do? When you did your reflection, and yes, April did, so I'm going to have her share hers because she went into detail. When you go into reflection, you want to showcase what you did well, what you could work on, or what stood out to you that you could change and things of that nature. So making sure you're showcasing that, but take a minute or two. I want you to do that. And then April, if you don't mind, I would love to have you share yours in about a minute or two because it was really good. She's like, I'm already done. Psh, I already got this. And then I'm going to share my big goals and working towards those too. I'll write mine more in detail too. Here we go. We all doing it. Oh, sorry, share it. Thank you, April, for doing that. I just now saw that. The other thing, while y'all are still writing, please still write and write down exactly what the Lord is speaking to you. Is we are doing 21 days of prayer for your business starting Monday night. And so if you don't have that book, I would highly recommend grabbing it. And I thought I had it right here, but I don't. 21 days of prayer for your business. This is going to be beautiful because it really sets the tone of you being in His Word, us praying together for your business every single Monday night. So this coming Monday, we're going to do days 1 and 2. And then we're going to really catch up and do like 4, if not 5 days every Monday after that. But I want to make sure everybody gets their books and all of that and tries to do days 1 and 2 on Monday so that you're actually setting time to pray and get those in. So days 1 and 2 will be done on Monday. I'll give y'all 1 more minute.
What time on Mondays?
It will be 7 p.m. as well. So 7.
We're still doing that in Anthem too, right?
Yeah, Anthem will be at lunchtime.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit easier for me because then I'll just be doubling up my time. But yes, we are doing it in Anthem at lunchtime. Okay, I thought I had my book right here and I must have taken it upstairs because I have been trying to get into it. But okay, I would love to have April start if you're open to it. I would love to hear your goals, my friend.
Do you want me to do my reflect from March as well?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so my reflect from March, I did the social media challenge. So I do feel like my business kind of slowed for the month, but I did gain not Shay with all the pictures and stuff, but be more for March. Um, and then so goals for April. When I had my quiet time this morning, I took the time, wrote it down. I did add one to it just now, but so my first one is to add 6 VIP customers and to develop at least 1 silver ambassador. I'm going to rank up to senior silver, start making the steps toward ranking to gold, and then I'm going to earn the Plexus jean jacket.
Love it. Okay. So my internet went out at the beginning, but hopefully I'll just go back to the recording and hear that. But curious, so you're going to earn your jean jacket and get your 6 and things. What would that look like? How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna set myself office hours for sure. I've been kind of hit and miss with that, just kind of making posts on lunch maybe or whatever. But I'm trying to also, because right now I'm kind of relying on the new algorithm to bring me people to comment on. But I need to go through. I mean, I have like over 300 friends. I see the same 8 people that post all the time. So I need to go through my friends list and find people who have made recent posts and just comment and say, hey, I haven't seen you on my wall, just making sure you're okay, because then that gets different feed and then they're going to start seeing stuff. So it'll bring in new people into my funnel per the book and stuff. So I'm trying to find ways to get creative with my funnel and have intentional time doing it.
Love it. Okay. Any in-person things like meetups or anything like that have you thought of?
I know we were waiting from Julia. She said that she was thinking that the girls from up further were going to meet with us and we might be doing a conjoined team thing. So I know when we had the last one that we tried to have for the end of March that didn't really go so well, but we did use it as time for brainstorming. So it was a good team building time, just not so much customer time. But we did discuss a few options of how to have team building exercises and to do events, maybe not so much ship and see at a house, but to get out in the community to do them. So
perfect. And I think that's the thing is get creative. Like think of this is for everybody. Think of ways that you can get creative. Like I just saw that so corporate is coming out to Springfield area on the 27th. But I saw somebody was doing an Easter egg hunt with their team, and I thought, how fun is that? Like think of fun things like that you can do with your team, with your customers, or just even in the area of like a mom's Easter egg hunt. Like, come on, we know we always put our kids first during this time. Like, how fun would it be to do an Easter egg hunt with just moms? Like, what a competition. Like, hello, that's hilarious. Okay, love it. Who would love to go next? Oh, and FYI, they said by April 18th, you should try to earn your luggage and jean jacket because then you'll know for sure that you're going to get it by convention. So I just wanted to plug that in there too. Okay, who else?
I'll go.
Okay, go for it,
Let
girl.
me lift my phone up so you can at least see me.
Yeah, I was like, I
I was
don't mind the
writing.
ceiling, but like,
I was writing, sorry. Okay,
You're good.
I wasn't on. I'm sorry. My husband called right when it started, so I don't know what all has been said. But I haven't seen it mentioned, and I don't know again if you've seen this or not, but I'm seen in the help center today through the 14th. Anybody who hasn't ordered in the last 3 months can use Save 25 for 25% off of $100 or more. So I wanted to share that because I did find that in there and I did not hear corporate talk about it today and I haven't seen it anywhere. So like, see, I already went and printed my list, went on and got my genealogy thing and printed that off, and like I've already gave Carrie her people for her to contact. So that's, and it's only till the 14th.
That's good. And
So
I remember you said that, and I haven't heard anything, not even on our Jewel page. So
yeah.
that is a great, you guys, this is a great way. Now, how will you message them differently, do you feel like, from last month? Like if you would have messaged them last month, how would you message them differently this month to offer them the 25%? Have you thought about that?
No, but I would probably just go back to them and be like, hey, you know what? I'm so glad you didn't order because I've got some bigger savings for you. And, just throw it out there,
Yep.
kind of something like that.
Like, girl, I got 10 more percent off for you. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Something to that nature. Because again, if we're tapping in and we know that we only have until the 14th, this is why the first week truly matters, you guys, and really tapping into that. So thank you, Shara, for posting that. Also, convention tickets are $50 right now. $50. We forgot to share that too. Okay, go ahead, Shara.
Yep. Okay. Anyways, so reflecting back on March, I was able to add 3 people. And 2 of them were actually restarters who have subs on who are ready to dig deep. And then I have some really great conversations going. I was really hoping they were going to sign up last month, but that's okay. I've handed out samples last month. My points rose over 50 points than what they have been. I actually hit gold again. I also earned my fast start refresh silver bonus. So I'm working on senior silver for this month for that, but I need to write that down. I did not write that down. So the senior silver bonus
I
thing.
forgot mine too, so I'm writing that down. Okay.
So for this month, of course, I'm aiming for senior gold. That's the goal every month.
It's a
fine.
perfect one.
And my main focus this month is I want to get Carrie gold. I know how much that would mean to her, and I know she's on here, but I know how much that would mean to her. And I would also like to find one person that I can help start building, because Carrie's my only strong leg on my team since Ashley has quit a while back. So Carrie's my only one. But I'm not going to grow anymore if I don't have any other people. I could, but it's going to be really hard.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my focus. I'd really love to help 6. I'm going to be the weirdo in the group, but I don't care about that jacket. It's ugly. I have plenty of luggage, but you know what? If I get it, I get it. That's fine.
Hey.
I think the patches are really cute, and I might use those on, get me a blank ball cap, and
there you go.
Decorate a ball cap. So
hey, that's like the new trend anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyways, that's my take on that. So by reaching that, on Sundays, I usually schedule all my posts. And then on Sundays, what I have done here lately is I have been going through my back office and seeing whose subs are going to run that week, or all the way up to like that next Sunday. And I've been sending out reminders, just doing that little bit extra, going, hey, your order's going to process at this time. You still have time to get in there and change up your products, because how many times do we get people say, oh, I forgot, I didn't change it, or I really didn't want it to process yet, now I'm negative, or, I get all kinds. So I've just been doing that here lately, and it's been starting some conversations too. Let's see, what else? Like I said, I already printed off my genealogy. I can't ever say that word.
Genealogy.
Yes. So I already printed that off. And I'm going to go through it and start trying to get some of these others to maybe turn on their subs, or at least order. I'm inviting to the April 27th call or meetup. I would like to schedule another Paint the Pot event, but I think I want to do it a little differently this time. And I think I want to, this is how I feel. I feel like anytime I have had no luck at any in-person event. I haven't. And I don't want that to be a downer on anybody, but in almost 5 years, I've never had any luck. It's going to change one day. It's going to change. So, but I think I'm going to change my wording because I don't want people to think that I just want them to come to be hammered with plexus. So I think I'm going to try to do like a mommy and me paint the pot. I don't know, something like that, and try to figure out a way to offer it at either a very cheap price or figure out a way I can just have all the supplies and they can just come, but anyways, I'm still thinking on that so far. That's all I've got wrote down.
That's okay. That was a lot. I love it. That's phenomenal. And that's kind of where I'm going. I'm going to see one at my hairdresser. I'm really loving the idea of a mom Easter egg hunt. Like, how fun would that be to have just a mom one and then all the eggs had like something fun inside? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, 27th is going to be huge. So I cannot wait to see who comes to that. So prayerfully, you get a lot for that one too. They'll come. They'll come. All right. Who's next? I would love to hear if you're open to it. No pressure. This is open if you want to for accountability or whatever.
I don't have it written down, but I know what my plans are. I'm writing it down after I'm done cooking dinner.
Okay, go for it.
So I know I want to get the senior silver refresh. I got the silver refresh back in February. So my goal is to get the senior silver this month, if not, Lord willing, gold, because we'll see. And then if I have every person on my team, and not even every person who has ordered in the last 5 months orders this next month, I will be almost senior gold. And so I think I'm going to shoot for that 200 points, because getting to that 200 points really sets me up that by May or June, depending on how things fall, then I can do senior gold by then, because I need to be Ruby and take over our household expenses so that my husband doesn't have to travel the way he has been, is what needs to happen. And that needs to happen by like end of summer. So my goal is to be senior gold by June at the latest, if not in May. And then, and so that's going to take planning, lots of planning. But so it's the fast start refresh bonus, and then hitting gold this month. And then helping, I need to get more business builders underneath me, because it's kind of similar. I have one strong leg and that's it. I have a bunch of people who love the stuff and I get plenty of outside leg points, but I need more builders. And so that's really going to be a lot of my focus is building. So I'm really going to be diving into how to pull it out of people without being like, do it. I know you can do it. Because me telling someone over and over again, you could do this, isn't actually getting people to do anything. So really kind of learning how that skill of building leaders and bringing people to become leaders is what I'm looking to do. And then I am starting on the 21st. I'm doing it that long because I need to make sure I can get a lot of people, okay, a lot. But I'm doing a Zoom Bible study that I'm opening up to the public. Me, Shelby, a friend of ours, Leah, who orders under me now, my mother-in-law, have been doing the 5 habits, or it's called Habits of a Woman Who Doesn't Quit, but it's 5 habits from the Book of Ruth. We've been doing that for 6 weeks. We finished it last week. And so I'm going to be opening it up and making it a public Zoom. One, because a lot of people need it, because it's like the foundations of life, I feel like, especially if you want to run a business on your own. It really helps you realize you don't have to quit, and really kind of helps you dig into that and gives you quitting verses and stuff. But my other part of it, besides just wanting to share that with people, is getting in fresh waters in ways that I can't in person. And so I have people from from Abilene Christian University, girls that are going there that are supposed to be jumping on. I have girls from A&M that are supposed to be jumping on. And I have people from other states that are supposed to be jumping on. And I just sent it to Kyle, and he's sharing it with multiple diamonds on his team that he knows as well. So it can just kind of be there for anybody that wants to be able to utilize it. And so I'm going to be doing that because I need to do a event this week, but I don't know what day yet I'm going to be able to do an event. And so I'm still working that out. Soccer games keep getting rescheduled and rained out. And so nothing, like, scheduling has not been the best. I have no plans to leave this month except for Cassie's house at the very end of the month. So I'm still working on events, but really I'm trying to dive into the Bible study part of it, because if I can see people, meet them where their heart is in that way, and then if this is something that they want, it's already kind of set up, if that makes sense, and not to force them into it, but just the door is already cracked open, So that's kind of my goals this month.
I love it. I love it. And that's kind of where I would, and please write in the chat. I would love to hear your thoughts. I almost thought about opening up the 21 days of prayer for your business to all, because then you have to think like that we're going to be able to help other people pray for their business, and it could really open the doors for a lot of people. So I'm praying on that, but I would love to hear your thoughts on that too. But I love that you're offering it to a lot of other people as well, Christy, because I kind of wrote that down. Okay, who else? And then I'll share mine if you want to.
Carrie, if you can talk, I need you to tell your goals. Just saying.
I mean, I like the calling outs. I'm.
Why did you read my text?
Oh, nope, she didn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have the mental to do the past March to reflect because my brain's not working, but
You're okay.
so my April goals is I think it was April that was set we talked about it doing something like the First Chronicles 4:10 prayer every day. So I've been doing that every morning. Well, I take it back, not every morning, when I remember to. Still doing the comment on 10 people's post that I want for leaders every day. Finish up the Bible study with the ladies at church. I want to do an in-person event, so I'm actually glad you said that, Shara, or maybe 2 in-person events. After the Bible study, I want to go back to the book study that everybody's doing, and then finish up my finance goals and redo my vision board since it's a new month, so I need to add or take away from that. Start saving for a convention. Some of my Plexus hours are working, so I need to redo those and hit gold. So
that's
and
good.
how I'm going to do that is keep my current customer, reach out to my old customers, send thank you cards, and I want to add a silver and 3 new people. We'll see. Oh, I didn't realize my camera wasn't on. Sorry.
You're okay. Go ahead, Shara. She's got something.
Well, yep. Okay, a couple things. One, I already know you already prayed over that because we talked about that. And 2, now you got to believe it because you got to believe that you're getting God's gifts. And I know it's going to happen this month. And 3, you going gold and adding these people, you're going to have money to go to convention.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, so see, I don't have to save them when I'm going to have the money.
There you go.
And I just want to say, okay, I'm probably going to cry because
that's fine. That's what we're here for.
We have been through some crap this last week. Financially with the truck. And I'm like, Christy, I don't like to tell people that my husband plays the lottery. I don't want people to think like he's a weird person or whatever. But he won $500 on a scratch off. And we were going to use that money for our anniversary thing. But he called me Wednesday night and said that his truck wouldn't start. And I was like, okay. So he said, I think it's the battery. Went and jumped him. And then drove it home. And it was, the battery was draining and everything. And Thursday, he didn't go on the trip with us with Dad, but he stayed home and he fixed his truck, or tried to fix his truck. And he used that $500 for parts on his truck, because who has $500 just laying around? We don't. And so it wasn't that. It wasn't the starter. He took his battery down, took his alternator down to AutoZone. They're like, everything's fine. We don't understand why your truck's not, unless we take it to a mechanic. But, again, that's money. And so I woke up Monday was Monday the 31st? Okay. Yes. So with my job that I have now, I only get paid once a month because that's how the school system works. You only get paid once a month. And it's The very last day of the month, it doesn't matter if it's the 28th, the 30th, the 31st, it's whatever the very last day of the month is. Anyways, I got up, came in here in the kitchen, and I was like, okay, we're going to have the money to pay the bills. And I opened my bank account, and there was almost another $500 in my bank account from my BOC job, my cleaning cabins job that we were supposed to get at Christmas time last year that we didn't get for a Christmas bonus. And yeah, so we used that money to go buy an alternator. Turns out it wasn't the starter, it wasn't the battery, it wasn't the alternator. There is a battery pack on top of the battery that's hidden that unless you work on Chevys, you wouldn't know about. And it's fried. And guess how much that is? $75. So we have spent nearly $900 on new parts for the truck, which is, I mean, I call it free money. And I thank God that we had that money, because if it wasn't, we would have been in some serious trouble. But
Just
yeah,
think now your truck has
Yeah.
a little bit more umph in it. You know, it's
I was
already
Yes.
gonna say,
That's
yeah,
what-
what if God knew? What if God knew that it was gonna be going out anytime soon anyways, and he just had to take care of it all right now?
Yeah. That's what I told Donovan's like, should I just take everything off and take it back? And I'm like, I don't really know if that's a good idea. I mean, I don't know, because eventually he's 130,000 miles on it, plus, you know, whatever after the 130 miles, 130,000 or whatever. So I don't know, because, you know, a couple years ago, we already put a new transmission in and had to get a loan for that, which we're still paying on. But anyways, I was like, oh, $75 part.
girl.
Yeah.
But
So-
look at all those God winks. Like, to provide the bonus you were supposed to get in Christmas, not in January, not in February, not like it's the end of March you get it. Like,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. So that's why I was crying happy tears. They're not like sad tears.
Yeah.
They're like, thank God he's given us money for that. And
Right.
yeah. So anyways,
I love it, girl.
on top of all the other stress, I'm like, I can't think about March.
Yeah, but I want you to really now reflect later and take about 5 minutes. I want you to reflect again and just say, Lord, what would I need to make this month? Like, what would I need to make? I think sometimes when we are like, okay, this is what I would love to make this month, that then sets those micro commitments to the bigger goal. And so that'd be something good for all of you guys to do. Like, because you all know and Sharon knows this, I know. If you take however many orders you have now, like where your points were last month, and go, okay, I need to make an extra $500, then how many more teammates does that look like? And then you add that up and you're like, okay, to make an extra $500, I need at least, I mean, Sharon could do it probably on the fly, this many more people. And then you kind of know, okay, I need to bless 10 more people this month to make an extra $500 or whatever. Really start thinking about those things. If you guys are like, I need to make $1,000 to be able to not have another job or to not have, well, okay, break that down. How many orders is that then for this month for you to make $1,000? What would that look like? Go ahead,
Just throwing it out there, like 100 points, gold points, just 100 points. That's a little over $300 just in commission. That's not how many people you've added, because you got your builder bonus. That's just in your commissions that you're going to get. So if that helps anybody kind of think about that, because that's always in the back of my mind. So I'm like, woo, I get another $300. I can pay for my products, plus I can get my eyelashes done, and I gotta have those done.
Self-care. Hands down. And that's I used to make what's called a money board, and where I would do it, I would be like, okay, I would love to make an extra $1,000. Okay, what would that look like? And then I would have teammates. I'm like, well, here's their goals. This is what income they'd be bringing in. So then I'd be like, Sherry, if you add your 10, you're going to be making this much more money this month. And so then I would make a money board, and each person would then have their money amount on each one. So hopefully that makes sense. It actually went really well. I haven't done that in a long time. So make a money board. Think about what that would look like. Yes, Sherry.
Also, every silver that you create, you also get $50. Your silver is going to get $100 bonus or 200 depending on when they hit it. But you as their sponsor is going to get $50 for them going silver also. So
Yeah.
that's why, encourage them to go silver. Senior silver, you're going to get another, I think it's $175.
Yep.
You get $75 for them to go senior silver. You get half of what they get. Sorry, my dogs are like
Oh, you're fine.
always wanting me to throw toys.
But I love that because Plexus is blessing you because you are leading. It's not just about you. You're leading your team to do the exact same thing you just did. And so like Kaya and Carrie and anybody on here, like you help develop a silver brand new, you get an extra bonus on top of it. So don't forget about that. That's a beautiful blessing. Okay, anybody else would love to share? And if not, it's okay.
I guess I can. I don't know what to share.
It's okay. So Kaya's like, I don't even know what anything is. So I'm just here.
I'm just working on it. I'm trying to just be here.
Yeah.
Okay, I did take notes in my note app though. Hang on, let me get back to it because I didn't have paper.
That's huge that you just showed up.
I know.
So you need to give yourself credit.
It was a struggle, but I appreciate it. I'm here. My daughter had to track me today, and I came home and my husband already had dinner made, so it was great. It was great. I didn't have to worry about any of that. Okay, so for March, I ordered my first product on March 12th. So I ended up with 5 in March. So I was almost there. I was so close. So I want to, for April, obviously get my 6. Just, because I'm competitive. And so I feel like I have to. And so far today, I've had 3 people on, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I have ADHD super bad.
We all do.
It's so bad. I've had 3 people today reach out to me on Facebook. So one, Cassie, you knew about that, a guy I used to actually went to church with, him and his wife, or his ex-wife, I guess, up in Kansas City. And he owns a business and wanted to know if we wanted to talk to his employees and stuff, or customers or whatever about it. So I'm working on that. And then I just had another girl that I used to work with at Chase, 12 years ago. I somehow friend requested her on Facebook yesterday. I'm not sure how I did it, but I did. And she asked me if I was on Plexus, and I said yes. And she said, send me your link. And I said, okay. So I sent her on this call, sorry, I was multitasking. Sent her my link and told her to let me know if she has any questions. So little by little, I'm going to get there. But I did take the advice from last night and made my post this morning about, hey, listen, I don't post. Here we go. And that's kind of opened that door. So, and I just had a phone call from one of the Collins, and I think one of the sisters might try and order something. They both suffer with PCOS. They both have really bad migraines and stuff like that. So there's a couple different things that I was kind of trying to talk to them about, but their mom's stuff should have arrived today. And then my daughter's Hydrate just came in. So she's going to try that after her track meets instead of trying to go for an energy drink or Gatorade. We're going to go that route and see how that goes. But yeah, so my goal is to do better than I did in March.
Girl, you did phenomenal.
So I'm going to get there.
Don't beat yourself up. Like, you just started March 12th, already added 5 people. I guarantee you, everybody on this call can be like, can I do that, please? Like, see, everybody's like, yes, please. Where are my Kayas? Can I have a Kaya, please? So I will say, the girl that asked for your link and you just started, usually what I'll do is like, here it is, but please, before you order anything, let me know what you're struggling with, because I'd hate for you to get something that is not going to be able to help you. Because
so she's had it before.
Oh, okay.
She's been on it before, but she has no gallbladder.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So she apparently knows, but yes, that's why I was like, please tell me if you have questions because I'll go to Cassie and ask her the question.
Yeah. And always, you can always put me in a three-way message and be like, I don't know
Okay.
anything. Please are you okay if I add Cassie to this? Because she's been doing this for 9 years and she can help.
Okay, cool.
Anytime you have anybody like that, ask them and I will totally help them 100%. And if somebody is like Christy or Carrie or Carrie, Carrie or Shara or Hannah, anybody that has a different story like Crohn's or whatever, and you're like, Hannah, can I add you to this because this girl's daughter can't swallow, and I remember your daughter can't swallow either, or didn't, and now she's great. Any of us,
Okay.
and I know all of us will shake our head, would love to be in the three-way to be able to help any single person. And so
And
Okay.
add to that though, like that is a business tool, putting people in 3As, not because you just don't know it,
Right.
but by you doing that, then that enables other people to realize they don't have to know it either because they can do the same
Right.
thing. So it's a really good tool
Okay.
to use for everybody.
Okay.
I put people in 3Ways with Cassie still.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and she's a single mom and she's trying to work 2 jobs, and so I think she would be good a good option. I remember working with her and she was great to work with when I worked at Chase with her. So I think it would be great if she followed through with it.
Yeah, and I will tell you, this is every single person. So I have my assistant grabbing every recording and putting it on our Faithinator page. And so if you want to go back to any of our recordings to like send to people, like for her, so like our opportunity calls that are on Mondays that talk about the business. So you don't have to wait till next Monday. You can be like, oh my gosh,
Right.
I was recording last night. I can, if you would like, I would love to send it to you. And it kind of talks about a little bit more about the option of making income from home. Would you be open to that?
Okay.
Send them that recording. Then I also have the product calls that are on Thursdays. All those recordings are in there too. So if you're like, man, I wish I could have had the one from 3 weeks ago, they're all there. And
Okay.
so click on any of those links. And then if you need it, I think you've already been added to like 12 pages. I'm kidding, but like a lot.
I'm on like a lot.
I know. I saw that you were already in some and I was like, dang, she's already on it. Okay.
They keep popping up on my thing and I'm like, okay, I'll just click them.
I know. I love it. So the Faithinator page is an older business page that I made a long time ago. And it was kind of in a funny way. So Faithinator is more of like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like we're the Faithinators. It's hilarious. Anyway. Yeah, April C, there you go. Anyway, I made a business page because I wanted to separate business to our like customer page. And I needed a separation at that time, so I made that. So all of the recordings are on that page, but I might have her swap them and put them on the other if we only use that one. I don't know yet. So, but yeah, girl, that's phenomenal. And inviting people to the 27th, but I would love to do even more in person. I don't like that face. Oh,
I'm working on the 27th. I got to figure that out. So
we will.
I will do my best to be there.
Okay.
Maybe leave early, but I will do my best to be there.
I know. It's going to be good.
It is.
Oh, yes.
I did have something to say. I'm in that freedom group thing through church.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, by the way. But you guys, you always talk about being in the Word and, trust in God and what He's got. Last night, Pastor, who does those? Pastor David, he said, whatever the calling is on your life, God's going to empower you to do it. And He's going to put that, in your heart ahead of time. But He also said, it can't be a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path if you aren't in it daily. And I thought that was really good. Just, talking about like your quiet time and stuff like that. Like if you're not in the Word, you can't listen to Him talk to you. You can't, you don't have that relationship with Him, then you're not going to hear when He's like, hey, go this way, go that way. We're too focused on what we're trying to do and not taking His guidance on it. So.
Oh, girl, that's so good. Tell them a little bit about the Freedom Call, because you guys, anything that our church does is nationwide. Like anybody can join.
Yeah.
And so tell them what those are, because it's powerful.
So the freedom group, it's like a celebrate recovery without being for drugs and alcohol. I mean, it can be, but it's not. It's setting yourself free from the stigma, but also setting yourself free from yourself and the way that you have viewed yourself and the way that you have viewed God, and changing how that viewpoint is. This week was on we were in chapter 9 and it was on the living word and how it changes every time you read it. And based on your situation that you're in and your mindset, and it could change from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mhm.
The same exact verses that you're reading because of where you're at spiritually, or where your focus is. I think my favorite one that we've done so far through this, we did one on transforming the heart, but the 4 blockages of the heart being selfishness, bitterness, rejection, and evil thoughts, and how we view things. And the evil thoughts, not like you want to go hurt somebody, but the things that we tell ourselves,
Mhm.
like shooting ourselves down, saying we can't do that.
Mhm.
You know, we're not good enough for this. This isn't what we were cut out to do. And by doing that, you're basically, well, like what Pastor Bill said, you know, you're who is inhabiting your complaints about yourself, or those thoughts that you're saying about yourself, instead of God inhabiting your praises and all the good things. You're basically just shooting him down from the get-go. But yeah, it's incredible. It's a 12-week course. It's great. Probably the best thing that I've done through our church. And we're actually going to, in our fall life group, ladies life group, we're going to turn it into a freedom group.
Oh.
And it's all like moms and daughters and stuff like that. So I think it'll be really good. And it's all set up by Church of the Highlands.
Mhm. I love him.
And so we're doing a conference. I think it's Mother's Day weekend, the end of conference. So they need help, by the way.
Okay.
they
Let me know.
need
Send me all that info.
Yeah, discipleship and hosting. But they're doing a conference, and part of the conference, there's somebody that comes on stage, a male and a female, and they sit there and say, like, they'll come out, and I'm going to get emotional now. Listen, this is not good.
No, it's good. Trust me. We all cry. Just FYI, we cry.
A male will come out on stage, or they did this at the Church of the Highlands retreat, and stood in front of everybody and apologized to them for the men in their life that had hurt them.
Mm.
Sorry, so like the men that were abusers, or the men that rejected them. And then a woman comes out and does the same thing and says, you know, like takes accountability for the men and the women, you know, in the past, to get that forgiveness out there.
Mhm.
Because forgiveness doesn't hurt anybody but us. And so to be able to forgive and just be free. But that's what I'm excited about with the conference. So it's actually the weekend of Forrest Frank in Tulsa. So I'm driving back at 4:00 in the morning to make it
Oh, girl.
on Saturday.
Okay.
But it'll be worth it.
It will be. Oh,
I can't wait.
That's amazing. I cannot wait to hear more about that. And I'm super proud of you. And yeah, anything that she just said, anything our church does, it's all free. It's all online. And so y'all are able to jump in on anything. So just FYI. They do have we have a large women's retreat in October that I would love if anybody wants to, and come sleep over at my house. It's going to be super fun. Okay, well, Shara just called out Hannah, and we have a few more minutes. So Hannah, you have to share your goals if you are able to. I didn't do it. She did.
You can put them in the chat if you can't. I just want to know, because I want to be able to help you.
Oh.
And then Cassie got to go too, so she's getting called out. I was just being nice and doing one at a time.
I mean, I'd love to hear Aaron's and Rachel's too, and Shelby, and everybody's. Even if you put it in the chat, I just need to, we got to hold each other accountable, because that's the beautiful part about this. Is that's why we do it monthly, just to kind of see where we're at. We're calling it into existence. That's why God gives us words and verbiage, so that we can call it to an existent of it happening. So, and I don't know if Hannah is on, so maybe she's not. Okay, I'll do mine really quick until we start seeing typing or she pops on. So my goal is the Jewel bonus. We were like 6 orders away from it last month. Still, I mean, Again, that could hurt, but I'm not allowing it to hurt because we have this month and this is the last month for it as well. So the jewel bonus pretty much is if we grow by 100 points, then I earn an extra $300. And so that $300 I like to be able to pour into, you know, our team, do codes or other things like that. So the jewel bonus would be phenomenal to be able to earn. I want to do more in-person events. I want to date more people. I want to go to more coffee dates this month. I put 3 for sure. I want to do little God videos. God told me to start sharing a little bit more that's on my heart. And I want to start doing that and doing it on Facebook and Instagram. I want to get, she doesn't know this, but I'm going to get Kaya Gold. I'm going to help create 3 new silvers. And whether that's Kaya's 1 or whatever at 3. And then I would love to do a monthly team meetup, which we're going to do the 27th, but I'd love to do possibly another one or something to that nature. I really want to figure out like a weekly meetup to where it's even just moms and chat or I don't know, something. I used to do walk and worship and I would only have a teammate or 2 pop up, but it still was super good. So even if I can figure that portion out, I would love to do something to that nature. I'm hosting 21 days of prayer for your business on Anthem, but also our team. And then I want to be really focused on getting every single person I can to the calls that we have on Monday and Thursday. And then I would really love to set up for Sapphire in May. So my goal is to be at like 2,100 this month so that there's not such a big jump the next month. It's still going to be a huge jump, but my goal is 2,100, if not 2,200. I put 22, but that's a huge jump from where we're at. And then I would really love to do like mission statement things each morning and then do prayer reflection and things like that each morning. So that's my goals. So no worries. I see people had to pop off, but there's mine. Okay. Well, I know that we have the other call in a few minutes, so I don't want anybody to miss that one either if you're going to be doing the book study. Kaya, there's a book study that they're doing. It's the last one, but if you want that book, if you're a book reader, I have the book you can borrow. It's called Get Over Your Beat Self, Your Darn Self. It's a phenomenal
you
book.
told me about that one.
Yep, it's a phenomenal book. I actually have the physical book and then I have the audio. I like doing both because I'm, again, squirrely. And so I need both. I need to have it read to me and I need to watch the words or I go everywhere else. So it's a great, great book, but it does cuss a lot. But if you can get the meat of it, the meat is powerful. Okay.
I may try and see if I can find it on audio since I'm in my car an hour and a half every day.
Do that, but definitely put it in your ear so that Carson doesn't hear it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's you know. But it's good. She definitely puts a kick in your pants for sure. It's a great one. I know these ladies are loving it. So just FYI. Okay, anything else before we wrap up? Okay. All right, super proud of you guys. Let us know in the faith chat. I'm going to get a video out. I need to know who would like to do the elite coaching. Our elite group, we're just doing it for this month. Shara, I talked about at the beginning. I'll do another like recap. But it's just for this month. It's going to be a bingo sheet. We're going to have teams competing against teams. It's going to be fun. So I'm really excited.
What days are you planning on doing that?
Do what? Say it again.
What days are you planning on doing?
It'll still be Thursdays, lunchtime. And that'll be, we'll do the weekly call still. At the beginning will be training, and then the end will be a quick pop-up of who needs coaching or accountability right at the end for 2 people each week. And then, but we're going to be doing a bingo sheet. And at the end, we're going to have points. So you remember when we had teams competing against each other? Were you here for that? Okay.
I have a trophy.
See, I know I did trophies back then. And what we're doing though is a big prize at the end. But the cool part about the bingo is you're going to be with the team doing the bingo. And so you all are going to look at that. Doing the bingo together. But the cool part is you can, if you're all done, you can start again. So you earn those points for that bingo and you keep going until the month is over. So you can accrue a ton of points that way. So just FYI. So I just need to see who wants to do it so that we can start building teams and start next week. So,
and you just said put it in the faith. You're gonna ask or something in the faith or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll probably do a poll. I'll do a video and then I'll do a poll explaining it for the people that weren't on. So yeah. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Super proud of you. Let's crush April. Bye guys.